Good morning. Good morning. It's time to rise and receive. It's Monday. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you had a great weekend. I am just settling into my Monday and looking to a fresh new week ahead. And I hope you are too. So, welcome, welcome. This is your 10-minute morning send off designed to support you in receiving what you most want by unlearning struggle. And if you don't know me, I am Sonia Miller. I'm a speaker, coach, and best-selling author, and I'm very, very passionate about unlearning struggle because as you do, as you unlearn struggle, receiving simply happens. And I've been working now for well over 2 decades with all kinds of people who have no problem working hard. Hard work ethic is not an issue. These are not lazy people. These are very smart, intelligent, hardworking people with incredible tenacity. And yet, as a coach, what tends to happen is people seek me out when, they just can't figure it out. I always say, if you could have done it on your own, you would have by now. So there's something missing. And after my many decades now of well, 2+ decades of working with hardworking individuals, a lot of my work has boiled down to something very simple, which is if you are not yet receiving your fulfillment, more hard work, more answers, more information is not really the missing piece. The missing piece is often that many of us just don't know how to receive. So here at Rise and Receive every morning, what I do is I pull one card from my brand new Receive card deck. And with it, I unpack a principle, a receiving principle to really shine the light on exactly what I've been talking about so far this morning, how to unlearn struggle, what receiving actually is, what it's not, how to quote unquote do it. And as we unpack the receiving principle, you have an opportunity to reflect on your own life and see where you have opportunities to receive as well. And then I will give you an affirmation, a willingness mantra, which is designed to activate the power of invitation. Invitation is incredibly powerful. It's a lot easier than intention in some ways, because once we start to think about our intentions, we start immediately, the mind goes into, well, how do I do it? So with invitation, you actually don't have to worry about the how, because you are allowing life itself to deliver to you. And so with that, you go into your day with your willingness mantra, activating the power of invitation and witnessing what it is that you start to become aware of and receive. So today, if you are somebody who is aware of resistance, if you struggle with resistance, you're going to like what we're going to talk about today, because today's card is Soothe Your Resistance. Soothe your resistance. So I invite you to sit back, let these words wash over you. Give yourself an opportunity to pay attention today to where are you resistant, because simply awareness is going to begin to shift the energy. Okay, so if you haven't already, get comfortable. And as I always say, let yourself just let the words wash over you and receive them. Don't think too hard about it. Just see how they land, because you can always come back and listen to it. So here it goes. Soothe your resistance. Resistance occurs when in one way or another you are opposing, defending, or fighting against something you wish were different. When we attempt to figure out, problem solve, or analyze, we struggle. When we review, replay, and regret the past over and over again, we struggle. When we fret and worry and imagine a future we don't want, we struggle. Many people struggle with receiving because we misunderstand what it is. We tend to think that receiving is about getting something we want from our physical world. We're convinced that if things don't go our way, we're convinced that if things go our way, if we get what we want, we'll be happy. But we have more than enough proof to the contrary. Plenty of people get what they want all the time. They may be happy for a moment, but lasting fulfillment eludes them. This is because receiving, in actuality, occurs in our awareness as a feeling and an experience. In order to receive, you need a space in which to receive. But when you resist, the space of your awareness can't be receptive to a beautiful experience because it is instead filled up with the battle in our minds. And so awareness is the key to dissolving this struggle. Next time you notice you're resisting something you don't want, stop and take a deep breath. Then say to yourself, I am resistant. Breathe again and let the resistance have space. Let your resistance simply be here. This is the mental equivalent of laying down your sword. Simply stop fighting. Then become aware of the next thing you're resisting. Is it a belief, a fear, an expectation, a conclusion, a judgment? Stop, breathe, and one by one receive your resistance. I let this anger be here. I let the belief that he is a jerk be here. I let the assumption that she's manipulating me be here. Let each soldier for which you've braced for battle walk on by. Leave your sword and your shield on the ground. Allow the soldiers safe passage. Keep breathing. As you do, you will notice that eventually gift-bearing civilians will not be far behind. What you resist persists. What you receive makes room for new possibilities. So that is the Soothe Your Resistance card. I'm curious about how that's landing for you. And with that, I'd like to offer you your willingness mantra for the day. Again, willingness mantras invite. They are an invitation for more or better than your mind can conceive of. I am willing to let my resistance be here and enjoy the space for new possibilities. I'm willing to let my resistance be here and enjoy the space for new possibilities. So I hope you will comment or share below whatever's standing out for you, any questions that are arising. Some people are aware of this. There's a saying out there that's what you resist persists. People really understand that idea if they have some awareness, some consciousness about resistance. But most people don't understand what to do after that. It's like, okay, well, I know what you resist persists, but how do I let go of resistance? And what a lot of people don't understand is actually letting go of resistance is really about simply letting it be here. Sometimes we have resistance to our resistance. So we know we're resistance and then we're battling that thinking, oh, I shouldn't be resistant, but we still don't even know how to relate to it. You let your resistance to your resistance be here. So with that, I thought I would unpack this idea a little bit more. And I wanted to paint a picture of a real life scenario that literally just happened to me last week. And it really is a good way to highlight what's happening with resistance. So I had a client who got on the phone and she's been working through the Receive course, which is a home study program right now in version 2.0. If you'd like to learn more, just go to receivecourse.com. And one of the things that she had been struggling with, which a lot of people do at the beginning, is simply how to keep herself aware of the ways that she was resisting, the way that she was struggling. And awareness is the key to everything. That is the theme of the entire course. Receiving is actually incredibly simple, but most of us don't know how to work with our awareness. We know how to fight with the physical world. We know how to try to conquer the physical world, but receiving is about your awareness. You receive it in your experience. You receive it in your awareness. And that's something that gets drowned out by the world. So she was struggling with maintaining these principles in her awareness. And what she was telling me was that she was listening to the audios all day long, the Sonia audios all day long, morning, noon, and night, break, whenever she could, in between working, she was listening to them, because otherwise her mind would resort back to resistance and struggle. And she got on the phone and she says, Sonia, 15 minutes before I was about to get on the phone with you, I was struggling. I was trying to figure out solutions for my business, and I was concerned about the economy and the pandemic stuff and all of this stuff. And I'm losing some of my contracts with vendors. I mean, she was just in that place of struggle and resistance and battle. She says, but I've been listening to these audios, and then literally just before I got on the call with you, a phone call came in, and I just got a huge account that is going to solve all of these financial stressors and challenges I had literally 15 minutes ago. And so she was kind of dumbfounded. She goes, I don't know what happened. I've been working less and just listening to the audios. And one of the things that I told her, and this is what I want to offer you today around resistance, this practice of letting it be here is a practice of awareness. It's really that simple. But the larger idea behind it is the lay down your sword. It's the idea of let the fighting rest. It's very much like just walk away. Walk away. So what she was doing when she was listening to these audios is, instead of continuing to battle in her mind, she would walk away or turn away by putting her attention on the audios. And that's what happens when you unlearn struggle, when you release resistance, when you lay down your sword, when you just focus on something that makes you feel better. Then what is here to receive can be received. There's a space. The battle that was filling up the space rests, and now you can receive the next thing. The gift-bearing civilians. That's what life is always offering. It's always offering kindness, and now you're in a place to receive it. So I hope this is helpful. I hope that you walk away from this call today and just ask yourself, what am I resisting? And then say, okay, I'm resisting X. Let it be here. I'm resisting Y. Let it be here. Breathe and feel the space that opens up for you. And then just pay attention. And as the next thing comes in, whether it's resistance or a gift from life, even just a little bit more peace or calmness, receive that. And let that be here. And receive the next thing and let it be here. That's what receiving is. It's a flow that moves through your experience that you're aware of. And then the bad, yucky stuff doesn't cause you as many problems, because you know that they're going to move on through and you become receptive to the next thing. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope that real world inspiration, gets you excited to practice this, because while we talk about these energetic principles, this produces concrete results in your life. And that I'm really passionate about people experiencing that kind of fulfillment. So I hope you have a great Monday. If you'd like more information or want to come back and rewatch this, click on the links above. Post your comments. Please share. Please like. It helps me reach the people I'm here to serve. And I hope you have a great day. I will see you tomorrow morning at Rise and Receive, 9:30 a.m. Pacific. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.